Asset management software should be used in an organization or in a company because it helps us in bringing the effectiveness and optimization in the organization. How? So we have the visibility of the assets we have, the owners, the employees to whom those assets are assigned, the locations where those assets are assigned, and the vendors from where those assets had been bought. So it's very important to have that visibility in an organization from an admin point of view, to have that visibility as to what exactly is happening to the assets and who is responsible. And it's very important if we have this data for future purposes as well, because we can then anytime and anyhow reassign or give those assets to the new employees or the existing employees who have left. We can manage the data that way. So there are various asset management softwares in the market like ServiceNow, Nifty, and also an asset management software of Techjockey. So I would recommend the Techjockey one, the asset management software. Why? Because there are various features in that particular software which provide you the full freedom of just putting your assets data in any format you want. Like you can anyhow put any detail, asset by asset or vendor by vendor or employee by employee. And also the best part of it is that it gives you the feature of uploading the data. So for example, if you have an inventory of data already and you don't want to enter the details in the system very manually, so you can anyhow get the entire data in the system by just uploading it. So there are various types of asset management softwares in the markets depending on the domains and the industries. So broadly, if we classify them, so it's like software asset management software, it could be physical asset management software, it could be financial asset management software. So it could be as related to the domain and the industry. So you can anyhow go for any of these as per how and what you need it for. So as the name suggests, any organization, any company, any group which has certain kind of assets to be maintained can use asset management software. And as already discussed, we have various asset management software types related to domain and industry. So we can choose for any of our needs and we can use it as per how and what is our requirement. So for example, an IT person can very well go for software asset management because there he or she can maintain all the details as per their assets like laptops, their respective components, then the locations, employees, etc. If it is somebody who is coming from a financial background, they can go for financial one because there they can manage their funds and everything. And if it is more of a physical kind of an industry, so they can go for physical one where you can actually have the data of your physical assets like wiring and stuff like that. So it completely depends on your domain. So it's basically the crux of why do we use it. We basically use it to manage and to have the visibility of all the assets in an organization. Here is the demo for Techjockey's asset management software. I would highly recommend you to please continue with the video and see the demo. It will be really helpful for you. This is the URL for the same, that is am.techjockey.com. So once you type this URL in your search bar and you look for this, so you have to actually sign in, and then using those credentials you can always log in and access the software. So once you log in, this is the landing page where you land. So it basically gives you the numbers as to what all numbers are there in the asset management software related to assets, vendors, locations, products, employees, total asset cost. So all these numbers, what do they mean? We'll be covering one by one. So as you can see on the left panel, we have various segments here. So this is basically the numbers what we see as per vendors, assets, reports, admin, and all this. So what is vendors and assets here? So just giving a brief about asset management software. Asset management software is a software which basically helps us in managing our assets and the related attributes or information like the location of that asset and the owner of that asset, the organization in which that asset is allocated, or the related assets which are aligned with that particular asset, the secondary assets. So let's get started. So first, if we go to this segment, vendors, So here, as you can see, we have an option of adding a new vendor, exporting the existing ones, and deleting the existing ones. So this is how the vendor panel looks like, where we see all the vendor related information like vendor name, email, GSTIN number, phone number, and this is the status, which tells whether the vendor is active or inactive, and here are the various actions we can perform. So vendor is basically somebody who has given us that asset for the organization. So it just keeps a track of what all vendors we have with us for the respective assets we have in the organization. Now next is assets, the basic and the major part. So here we have 4 things: list, add, assigned, and components. So list will give you the basic list of all the assets we have in the organization with basic details like name, serial number, type, vendor, and current state. So from here you can assign and reassign also, and the similar actions like add and export and delete. Now when we click on add, we can actually add the assets also from here depending on our requirement. And we have all the information here like the basic info, additional, and specific. So majorly we cover in basic and additional, but if needed then we can also add for specific. Next is assigned. So it basically gives a picture of all the assigned assets and related information. And then we have the components, as I said earlier, that we have certain secondary components along with the asset. Like for example, with a desktop, we can have a mouse and a keyboard. So that gives you the entire detail here, the add component segment. Next, we have the reporting section. So it's basically for the admin who actually needs to have a view of how many assets we have in the organization and what all vendors we have of which we have those assets for. And then we have the locations and other related information, which we can actually choose from here the report type and generate the respective report. Then we have the admin panel, which is important. Why it's important? Because it keeps a track of all the locations, all the departments, all the product types, and the IT team members. So this section basically looks into the entire asset information, like on what all locations our assets are allocated, to what all departments they are allocated, what product type is allocated, and to what all employees they are allocated. So it basically gives a picture from the admin point of view that, for example, if we go to locations, so we can see that on what all locations of our office, what all assets are assigned and what is their status, what is the office name, and who is the contact person for that particular asset. So then we have department here. So similar, we can do department wise. Then we can also have employee wise, where we can just go and see that which employee has which asset assigned and what is the exact status and what is the employee information. Then is the upload feature, which is a really good feature of asset management. So basically this upload functionality lets us upload any kind of data in Excel where we do not want to enter the data manually one by one as we were doing it earlier. So from here we can upload data of vendors, location, product type, employees. So for example, if we have a raw data in Excel and we don't want to go with the above flow, adding one on one, so here we can upload the any type of data, any number of data, and we can have a picture here. Like for example, when we come to vendors, so here we can import from any CSV and we can have the respective data here. So we don't have any restriction here as to what number of data we can have, but yeah, we do have some restrictions on the type of data it should be. So before uploading, we just need to see the note here which tells the basic requirements the data should be in, the format and everything, and then we can click on upload and upload the respective data. So it's very, very useful feature when we just want to have a data inventory for ourselves and we just need a place where we can keep the data of our Excel or any other data source we have. Then it's basically recycle bin, FAQs, user guide, help and support, demo videos. So major segment here is upload, which gives me all the all the freedom of uploading anything related to my assets, vendor, location, product type, employees, assets, assigned assets. And then assets is important. Why? Because here we can actually add the asset and list the asset and update the respective information. I hope you found this video informative, and for more such tech related videos, please do subscribe to Techjockey's YouTube channel. It will be really helpful. And also I would want you guys to please like, share and subscribe.